Here it is, Saturday afternoon. It's the middle of Hurricane Barry. Yes, I'm serious. Look at all this stuff that it shook off this tree here. Anyhow, yesterday I recorded some good time lapse to show you how that swirling motion looks in real life. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ziggy. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can get Ziggy with it. Don't forget to do this too. That's a thumb. See, there's my thumbprint. Don't try to steal my identity. So, okay, it's the middle of Hurricane Barry. This is what it looks like at this very moment. Now, notice how it's swirling. Swirling. Well, that's what I was time-lapsing yesterday. And I started out doing 1 second time-lapse, 2 second time-lapse, and I've worked my way up to a 30-second interval between shots. So it'll look like it's moving really fast, but it's not really. But you can see how sometimes it's cloudy with pretty clouds, sometimes it's cloudy with ugly clouds, and sometimes it's perfectly clear. And that would be the storm swirling stuff around and making it come and go. But as of right now, the river, the Vermilion Bayou, looks the lowest I've ever seen it. And I'm not sure what's causing that. It could be because the storm is kind of sucking it out on the one side of the storm before it's going to push the water back in with the surge. You know, the surge that pretty much killed New Orleans with Hurricane Katrina. It's bound to hit. I don't expect anything huge. Definitely nothing like Katrina. Definitely nothing like the storm a couple of years ago. I just drove by the Whataburger, which is one of the few businesses that's open today, and they were pretty packed. Everything else looks like they sent people home for the hurricane. And I mean, it's Saturday, so I mean, a lot of the businesses would have been closed already. Oh, and there's the Awful House. And it seems to be having some pretty decent business right now. So the places that are open are doing well. And I mean, it's just barely drizzling now. Check out this windshield. Oh, and I guess you can see the clouds, and it looks ugly, but it's still probably at least an hour, if not 2 hours away from bad weather really getting here. And then I've heard like it'll be about 7 tonight before the hurricane actually gets to Lafayette. But check this out. When's the last time you saw Walmart look like this? They act like there's a hurricane coming or something. So here I am reporting from the center of the hurricane. Well, not exactly the center. It's still a few hours before the center gets here. But it's not raining at all. The water level seems to be coming up, but the white thing that I was tracking before, which is a ball of some sort, yes, that was reporter speak. So, yeah, it's going the wrong way. Usually the river flows this way. So that would be the surge ahead of the hurricane, where it's pushing the water this way. So the water level is going up, and it's a lot higher than it was in that last picture that I showed you, which was a different part of the river, but I'm sure it'll be high over there momentarily. I'm rushing home now to see how it looks in my neighborhood. As of this morning, there was one branch that was almost completely broken off on a tree in my backyard, but other than that, just a bit of debris on the ground, because you know, small branches are getting broken off with the wind. And unfortunately, another thing that happens is trash gets blown around, so there's a lot of trash on the ground, but not as bad as Mardi Gras. All of these twigs on the ground were not there the day before yesterday. Well, here we are, just about 8 o'clock, and the wind finally kicked in a little bit. It did rain quite a bit all afternoon, but I was expecting the rain and the wind to really kick in at 2 or 3 this afternoon. And it did rain some, but nothing to speak about. You might be able to hear the trees in the background. Let's see if it comes across here. But for now, you get the front of the neighborhood, well, the front of my house. So just to give you an idea of how little is happening, I just saw somebody over there walking their dog. So far, Hurricane Barry is almost a non-event. I just noticed the clouds. It's not a time lapse. That was real time. And that's one of our friendly neighborhood frogs. Hurricane Schmurricane. So here it is, Sunday afternoon. Looks like the hurricane never actually made it, but let me show you how it looks outside. So there is some debris in the yard. There's a little bit of wind, so I'll do it like this just for in case. But yeah, there's some debris in the yard, and see that branch hanging down? That actually came down like that Friday before the storm actually hit or became a real storm. So let's go drive around and check out the devastation. So our first stop is gonna be the park, which is about a half-mile away. And it's the place I went to yesterday where I was showing you the river flowing backwards. So we'll see how it looks today. Arrived at the park. It looks like, you know, like a lot of debris like in my yard, but since there's more trees, of course, there's more debris. Got a trash can knocked over. So let's head over to the river. Oh yeah, I couldn't even see the water from here yesterday. Is blocked by this huge branch. I'll try to leap over it. There we go. Woo, I'm so athletic. Yeah, water is much higher than yesterday. Let's see, I'll try to see if I have the floating dock there on yesterday's footage, so you'll be able to see the difference. That floating dock is actually the second one, because during the Great Flood 3 years ago, the dock actually lifted up over the anchor point and went away, just disappeared. And you can see here, I went all the way down here yesterday. And here's the rain. Oh no, the rain! I better hurry back to my truck. I couldn't tell if the river was still flowing backwards or not. It looks like it is. And I'm not sure if that means things are still coming in or if something else happened. We'll see. All right. Somebody else just came. So I'm not sure if they are here to just check it out or what. Can you hear the rain hitting my roof? Yeah, it's two young guys. I guess they're coming to check out the river. My brand new glasses all wet. Comme ça. Oh, the camera's wet too. And there is the park we were at just now. You can see just barely the roof of the pavilion over there. Terrible, terrible storm. Well, this is the worst damage I've seen yet. So the sugar cane has been pushed over by the wind, but from what I gather from, I don't remember if it was Hurricane Rita or Hurricane Katrina or Hurricane Ike, they all came about the same time, but the farmer that was being interviewed for the news said that it's not a problem as long as they're all leaning the same way. There's some more. Wow, when it's all pushed over like that, it looks like a bunch of weeds. Well, I was going to show you St. Julian Park, but they closed it. I didn't even know they could do that. Well, I guess that's why the park is closed. It looks like a bunch of FEMA buses. Well, that kind of had me puckered up a little bit when my parking sensors went off. That's how high the water was, but made it through just fine. Well, shame on me for stopping right here on the bridge, but I wanted to get a little bit of footage of this, and I'll dig up the old footage. I'm on Bayou Tortue Road right now. This is Bayou Tortue, I guess. That will end my reportage of the greatest natural disaster to hit Lafayette since it rained a week ago. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you soon.